So my CNC router died in the middle of this cut it was making on this piece right here. You can actually see right here where it somehow slipped on the motors and messed up. What ended up happening is that the motor got stalled out and the bit busted off. And of course, I went and restarted everything and it stopped working. So I thought I'd take you through the process I used to troubleshoot it and repair this. So the first thing you want to do, of course, is go and restart your software, turn everything off, turn everything back on, get it to work. And I did that, and the motor still wouldn't start back up on this. Normally there's some fail-safes built into the controller, the VFD, which is right here, and that'll keep it from blowing up anything. So to troubleshoot it, you know, a lot of people want to just start right there at the motor and see it because it sounds like the motor died. But really what you want to do is you want to start in the middle. So we have the motor here, we have this VFD here, and then coming off this VFD we got this controller box down here. So if you start in the middle, you can figure things out quicker and eliminate half of the hardware. So what I did is I went to this controller here, and you can go in, I don't have it turned on right now, but you can get in there and you can mess with it, change some of the settings. Have this nice thick reference guide book that you go through, and just anyway, you can turn it so that make it so you can turn it on. And I was able to turn it on and verify that the motor actually works. And then playing with it some more, made some measurements across these wires right here, and this is supposed to be a relay that closes, and it's 24 volts here when it's off, and then it goes to 0 volts when it's on. And I found that it was going to 15 volts when it was supposed to be on. So the controller wasn't turning on. So that means this brain box down here had the problem. So I traced the wire back down to this wire right here. And from there I was able to figure out it goes to this connector here, which goes down into this circuit boards down below here through a ribbon cable. And in this case is jumper 33 that was a problem here. So went and pulled this out, looking at it, just a regular circuit board, but you can see these pieces here, these are optical relays. And so I took some measurements with my DMM, and the relays seemed to be okay, but then I looked over here and I saw these little SOT23 transistors, so I focused in on those. So what made me zero in on these little transistors? Well, I took and I pulled the data sheet on these optical isolator relays, and they can't really handle that much current. And once again, these transistors look kind of suspicious, and there's only a few of them, and I've only got 2 output relays on this. So that's when I started poking around on that. And if you have a digital multimeter, you can just put it in diode test mode. And I went and I found the emitter of this, and I put the black probe on the emitter, and then I went from the base to emitter and saw my VBE drop of 0.6 volts. But then I tried going from the collector to the emitter, and that was open, so that's how I knew this part was bad. Okay, I got the brain box all buttoned back up on this. Let's go and flip the power on. Add power to my VFD controller. Come back over to the control box here. Let's hit reset on there. And then let's try turning it on. And away she goes. It's fixed.